and the weapon of your righteous rage, but it can't even keep up with me, can it? It ends now! Final Kamehameha! Behold my perfect divinity! Be perfect in hell!
Of more about it. Anyway, this is the 2023 quarterbacks. I'm going to base it off their season. I won't remember anything off of hand, but the best idea I can do is just see what happens. And if players didn't play, I'll just put in the haven't played, or I just won't rank them. You know what? I think I'll just put them in the never played. I'll just add a row below and just say never started. Oh, I'll go pink. Wait. I'm sorry. There we go. Christ. And if they have played, then we'll make it into it will be a general thing. Okay. So the first quarterback we have here is Jared Goff. Now Jared Goff, okay, he has been fire until seemed like the playoffs. He just like went off sync. What it feels like, but I credit most of his, I guess most of him to Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's been a really good head coach in my opinion. One of my favorite head coaches. And I'm gonna say this now. I'm a Titans fan and Packers fan, and when I love Jared Goff. I don't think Jared Goff is a bad player. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's just been written off like early on in his career. So I'm gonna put him at a B tier. There's better. This is gonna be also unbiased opinions only. This is gonna be a better. There's better quarterbacks than him, obviously, but you know, it's understandable to put him at A. Justin Fields is a D tier. Makes sense because it's Justin Jefferson or Justin Fields. I mean, I don't. I mean, if you really think about it, he's been better than what people think he'd be. Well, I'm sorry, he's been worse than what people think he'd be. Which it makes sense in a strong standpoint, but God, I feel like he could have been. Also, why is there two Wilsons? He could have been really, really good, but you can't really blame him for it. It's just mostly his front office sucks ass. But he's a D tier because he's also not shown anything. Jameis Winston didn't play. Joe Burrow is an A tier. Then yes, he got hurt in the middle of whatever. He got hurt in the middle of the season. Suck my ass. He's still one of the best quarterbacks in this league. And if he didn't get hurt, Bengals probably could have made the playoffs. I'm just going to say that now. I mean, Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. Now, speaking of Joe Burrow, his offensive coordinator, Brian Callahan, went to the Titans as the new head coach. That could be different of what we can see during his, I guess, progression, because he's already locked up for, I think, 5 years. 5 years, 200 million. It's a ridiculous contract, but he's still better than Goff. And yes, he's been injured. Yada yada yada. I don't care. He's better than Goff. Yeah. Okay. Christ. Derek Carr is a good old C tier. Worse than Goff, better than Fields. At the end of the year, man, he was lighting it up. I'll tell you that. At the end of the year, he was going off. But in a better understanding, I guess, of Derek Carr. Derek Carr has always been with a bad defense, and that makes him look bad because of that. I don't understand the Derek Carr hate. I never have. I've always liked Derek Carr, but I'm not going to defend him for his bad play. I like Derek Carr, but I'm tired of defending him because every time I've tried to defend him, he shits the bed. And it just makes me look like an idiot when it comes to Derek Carr. And, you know, I just wish and wish and wish it just. I wish if I think about it, I kind of just wish that Derek Carr wasn't as bad as people think he is, and I also kind of wish he just doesn't. He like I don't know, man. Derek Carr's weird. Dak Prescott's also an A, but he's below Joe Burrow. Dak Prescott's had a hell of a season. The reason why people hate him, and it kind of comes with it, is he's a cowboy. They are quote unquote America's team. Ooh, scary. But Dak Prescott, when it comes to the playoffs, he shits the bed hard. This against the Packers, it was but wasn't his fault. One of the interceptions wasn't his fault, to be fair. But I think the one of Darnell Savage that was a pick six. What the fuck was that throw? God, that was weird. That was a bad throw. But Dak Prescott's an A. MVP candidate too. You gotta give him his props, man. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. Baker Mayfield. He's interesting for a reason. Christ. He's interesting for a reason because I guess I'm gonna go C. I I'm gonna go C. Yeah, I'm gonna go C. Yes, he had a comeback player of the year season, but it's Baker Mayfield. I mean, I love the guy, I really do, but I just can't think of a better reason to rank him right with Goff. Because him and Goff, yes, Goff technically won. Yes, Goff won against him, but he's better than. Is he better than Carr? Yeah. I think he's better than Carr. Okay. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense because Derek Carr wasn't good, and then Baker kind of just helped. He lifted the Bucks to what seemed to be a terrible season to a promising one. That's fine. Russell Wilson is also a D tier. Yeah, he's a D tier. I have to think about that for a minute. Do I think he's better than Carr, or do I think he's in the same tier as Carr? No, I do not. Derek Carr is not. I don't think he's that bad, but my God, Derek Carr pisses me off a lot, and with good reason. I mean, but in my opinion, Derek Carr is better. Or Wilson's better than Justin Fields, but he's worse than Derek Carr and Baker. Zach Wilson, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Fields and Wilson are better. Trevor Lawrence is a B tier. He's better than Baker Mayfield and Derek Carr, but Goff is extremely better, and these three are extremely better. Trevor Lawrence, he did what the Titans did last year and choked a playoff and choked a division, but he also is kind of to blame because he has not been making he hasn't made that offense into what it can be. If uh I don't understand why he does the things he does, but he's a B tier below Goff and below these two. He's better than these five. I can agree with that. Tua, oh, I think 2 is an S, and I think he's better. Yeah, he's better than Dak, less than Burrow. Tua Tagovailoa, man, what a story. I feel like his hate is unwarranted because what people don't understand is whenever he throws a ball, he needs his hips, and he's broken his hip. But he can throw a deep ball accurately too. That's the funny part. And whatever people say about his system, bullshit. Daniel Jones is an F tier, better than, honestly, worse than Zach Wilson. No explanation. Jimmy G is the worst of D tier. No explanation. Mike White never played. Minshew is a B. Ooh, he's top of C tier. Top of C tier. Now, okay, I'm gonna put controversial. I'm gonna put Anthony Richardson with Minshew because Anthony Richardson was having a very good season, to be honest, before he got injured in Week 5. Minshew, on the other hand, has also had a very good season. It's just he's not as good as these 5 quarterbacks above him, and you can argue cases of these 8 quarterbacks being worse than him. You can argue that. I think he is the prime C tier player. Jordan Love. Okay. Bias aside, since I'm a Packers fan, bias aside, he is better than Trevor Lawrence. Right now, this season, he's better than Trevor Lawrence. I have to preference that. This is basically this season's rankings. I think Jordan Love had a stellar season from what Packers fans wanted. Is he better than these 4? No, by a long stretch now. But if I was the Packers, I'd re-sign Jordan Love. Honestly, I really would. He's a really good quarterback. Aaron Rodgers didn't play. Mahomes, no question. You have to hate him. You can hate him, but you have to respect him. C.J. Stroud, bold take. Bold take. Very bold take. Don't think he was as good as these 4. I'm just going to say it. I don't think C.J. Stroud should be Rookie of the Year. Granted, what he did was very good. What he did was very awesome to witness, but I don't think he's Rookie of the Year. Hot take. I know. Puka Nacua should be Rookie of the Year. Anyway, Kenny Pickett is honestly D tier. Sorry, Steelers fans. He fucking sucks. He's terrible. I I don't understand the hype around Kenny Pickett, I'm assuming. But Kenny Pickett isn't good either. Granted, Matt Canada fucking sucks. But most of he did it with Matt Canada on the thing, and he led them to a playoff, so he couldn't this year. And I don't know why. Kirk Cousins is bottom B tier because he's better than these quarterbacks, but he's not he is the most average but funny quarterback in this entire league. Because my God, he's good but not good, if that makes sense. He's good but not good. Lamar S tier. I think he did better than Mahomes. Next question. Stafford, probably top of C. Yeah, top of C. Yeah. Will Levis. Now this is a tough one to rank. Because, okay, I'm going to put Tannehill top of F. He fucking sucked this season. I don't care what anybody said. Tannehill. Oh, God. Will Levis. Okay, his stats are what confuses me a little bit. I have to search them up. Granted, ooh. What he had he had 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He protected the ball well. He really did. Oh, is he better? Is he on the same tier as these 5 quarterbacks? Yes. Is he better than those 5 quarterbacks? No. He's better than Carr. He's better than Carr. I don't think he's better than Baker. I don't think Richardson. I think Richardson's the top bottom of D. He was better than Richardson. He's not better than Baker. I think Minshew is better. Is Levis was better. He's not. Okay, that's fine. Will Levis was a really good quarterback for stints, and like there are some starts where he looked phenomenal, and there are some starts where he just looked like a fucking train wreck. Which, being a Titans fan, it's kind of what you're used to seeing. Jalen Hurts. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. These 5 quarterbacks had a better season than Jalen Hurts. Fight me. Desmond Ritter fucking sucks. He's top of F tier. He's terrible. Sam Howell is top of D tier. He's terrible. Bryce Young's top of D tier. These 3 quarterbacks are literally the same person, just different teams. Brock Purdy. Can we quit with the Brock Purdy slander, please? Seriously. Brock Purdy is such a good quarterback, but my God, what is with the slander? The slander is insane. In my opinion, I don't think Brock Purdy deserves the slander. I think he's really good. I just believe he just isn't. He does benefit from his system just because his system benefits from him, which I don't understand that. But which is fine because a system can help a quarterback. It's like Tua, his system helps him flourish. Josh Allen also S tier, but he did better than Burrow this season, I guess, because he was injured. Geno is he did better than Will Levis. Mac Jones, worst quarterback this season. Heineke, he bottom of C tier, I guess. Kyler Murray, top of D tier. He was injured half the year, and then he couldn't win. I can't blame him. Herbert's there. You know what? Not a bad tier list. If I wanted to move anything, let me see. I'd move Herbert up. Purdy or Mahomes? Who had the better season? I'm gonna keep the S tier as it is. You can interchange them. I'm tempted to move Burrow or Allen down to A tier, but I can't because he was healthy. Burrow wasn't. I feel like I'm doing Stroud a disservice. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Stroud is gonna be moved up middle A tier. Yeah. Uh, yeah, good B tier. This C tier is questionable. I don't know. Heineke did better. He did better. They are about the same. I think Minshew did better than Levis. Baker did better than Stafford. Geno, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. This D tier is kind of crazy. Uh, Pickett's the worst. Then Fields. Howell, yeah. And then this. Yeah. Now, okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tier list of NFL quarterbacks from basic this season, in my unbiased opinion. If you want to see more videos like this, drop a like, comment what I should do next, because I can do more. More gameplay coming soon. Sorry I haven't uploaded. Been busy with some practice of a competition that I'm going in. But, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and love.